Oh yeah, I'd say the majority of people, absolutely. So it was very smart of you to just say, I'm not going to touch it anymore.
Well, I'm a big believer in preventative medicine, and so from a preventative point of view, deciding not to drink anymore was, I think, the right decision.
And do you take care of your health?
Yeah. Oh,
it looks like
absolutely.
you exercise regularly.
I do as much as I can. I like to climb mountains. I like to stay in shape to be able to do that. Once a year, I like to go up and climb in the high Sierras. In order to do that at my age, I had to stay in pretty good shape.
So do you think getting a degree in psychology helped you with your life?
Without a question. I think, anytime that, we start on a process of self-examination, and psychology is really about that. I mean, as I began to study psychology, I began to look at why people were in that field were having the thoughts and the notions that they were having, and obviously it's to try and figure out and unravel the Gordian knot that our psyches create over the period of our lives, and for whatever reason, we create this knot, and by the time I was in my early 20s, I had grown up in this pretty dysfunctional alcoholic household. My parents were not reflective. They didn't. They were very Republican, very conservative, very biased and bigoted, and they had very entrenched views. I went out into the world and I saw a whole different world than the one that I had been brought up in Pasadena, which is a very conservative, alcoholic part of the world. And so I needed something. I needed a new way, a new pair of glasses. I needed to try and figure out what it was all about. And psychology turned out to be a great way to do that, to study psychology. Absolutely.
Okay, so that was a choice when you chose the degree, or did that start to unravel while you were studying it, saying, "Oh, I stumbled onto something here that's really beneficial for me"?
I think I took a couple of psychology classes, and it just became more and more interesting, and particularly when I started to study Jungian psychology and the whole. And he was very into myth, and we had people come in and guest lecturers. Joseph Campbell would come and was a guest lecturer. Jerzy Kaczynski was a guest lecturer.
Hillman.
James Hillman was my mentor. He was my guide to it. He helped me with my thesis.
And how does that help you with acting today, having that background? Because I find it amazing. When you study psychology and you study yourself so well, and if you know yourself well, I think that's one of the weakest point of actors. If they're not a great actor, I feel if they really started studying psychology and understanding who they are, because that's their instrument, they could be a better actor. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just my theory.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether one is a better actor if one knows oneself or not. For me, I needed to do it and to study it to unravel that knot, to feel comfortable about myself, to be able to live my life. Whether or not it helps in terms of deconstructing a character and trying to understand, the human condition as an actor, it probably does. I can't see how it could hurt. But I think a lot of actors out there, and I know a lot of actors who are great actors, who are unbelievably good, who are not at all reflective and have never thought a second about their lives, and yet you can't take your eyes off them on the screen. So I'm not sure the two are, tied together, but I think in my case I probably didn't hurt.